Okay, so we're going to continue to solve absolute value equations. So we can certainly go to our calculators and look for solutions on our calculators. I'm going to be doing it by hand so that I can go quickly. So we begin by trying to isolate the absolute values. So I add 3 to both sides, and I get 4, absolute value of 1 minus 3/4 x equals 12. And divide both sides by 4, so the 4's are gone. And I get absolute value of 1 minus 3/4, which x equals 3. So that says that 1 minus 3/4 x is equal to 3, or we might have 1 minus 3/4 x is equal to minus 3. Alright, so now I need to solve each of those equations. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. And I get minus 3/4 x equals 2. And now I can multiply on both sides by minus 4/3. And the 3's cancel off, and the 4's cancel off, and the negatives cancel. So if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. And now I get that x, so when I do the multiply by minus 4/3, what happens is I have essentially solved for x. So now I multiply, so I get minus 8/3 as my value for x that solves the linear equation. Alright. Oh, but I'm not done, am I? I also have to do it for minus 3. So subtract 1 from both sides. And then multiply both sides by minus 4/3. So the 4's cross off and the 3's cross off. And then I have times 4/3 over here. And I get x equals 16 over 3. And that solves for x. So there's my other solution for x. Alright, next, 3x minus 2 plus 4 equals 4, so we subtract. So I start off by isolating the absolute value. So I subtract 4 from both sides, and I get 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Well, there's only one 0, so 3x minus 2 needs to equal 0. Add 2 to both sides, and then divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to 2/3. One more. 2x plus 3 plus 5 equals 3. So first we isolate the absolute value part. And now what I have is the absolute value of something equals minus 2. So since absolute value is always greater than or equal to 0, I'm never going to have an x value where after the absolute values it's going to be equal to negative. So this one has no solution.